We're going to analyze this property in Toledo, Ohio and see how it would perform as a rental in under 60 seconds. I'm going to analyze this rental property on rentalpeak.com, so I'm going to throw in the address here and run the analysis. Okay, so we have the analysis pulled up now, and if you want to know the inputs I put into the calculator, I can show them at the end of the video. But if you look at the key metrics for year one, you can see we're barely breaking in on this property and our cash on cash return is not great, but our total ROI still looks good and exceeds 25%. Now, if we wanted to reverse engineer what our max offer would be on this property in order to reach a cash flow goal, we can put in our target here. You can calculate your max offer and you can see what your total purchase price would have to be in order to reach this amount of monthly cash flow. The problem is for this kind of property, it's not really realistic. You can look at the photos here. The property is in really good shape. It has a new roof, new HVAC. A lot of things have been maintained well, and it's only been on the market for 5 days. So the seller is really not likely to accept an aggressive offer like this. But despite the low cash flow, this deal is pretty solid because if you look at appreciation, debt pay down, tax savings, these all add up to a return of over 25%, which is still pretty good. Cash flow is obviously the lowest return you're getting out of this, but the longer you hold this property with the rent increases, etc., and appreciation compounding, you can see each and every year you hold this, your return for that year just gets better and better. Now, if you're really looking to buy a property for cash flow, one of the best things we can do to increase our cash flow is to self-manage a property. You can see property management eats up over $1,000 a year, and that amounts to around $90 a month for this property. Now imagine if we self-manage, this monthly cash flow would instantly hit $100 a month, and your cash on cash return for this property would start to look a lot better. So for the financial projections on this page, I ran this at an appreciation rate of 3%. But if you go to this market data and comps tab, you can see for Toledo, Ohio specifically, what the appreciation looked like in the last 10 years. Now, obviously pre-COVID levels are unlikely to replicate, but if you look at the last 2 years, especially with higher interest rates, Toledo appreciated most properties at a median value of around 7 to 8%. So we can bump this number up in our analysis to something more realistic like 4 or 5 for this market. And this will also increase our returns a significant amount. And if you come back here and look at our total ROI, each year the total ROI improves significantly from the 20%, the high 20s we were looking at before. So definitely check out rentalpeak.com and try it out for yourself. It's completely free to sign up and you can run the numbers on a property that you're interested in and you can see if this tool is a good fit for you. If you're a real estate agent as well and you want to market this property to your clients, you can download a report and send all the analysis that you see on that page in the form of a PDF so your clients can see a professional report with all this data you see right here. And finally, I'll go over to the edit property and show you all the inputs I used to run the numbers on this.